Originally from Weymouth in Dorset, and about 8 years ago they both built the relief road, and me and my best friend we grew up around in that area, and we used to climb trees. All of the trees in that area we used to climb sort of after school every day, and we named them all, and yeah, we just spent our times up in these treetops. Well, they started cutting down the they started building the relief road, and we obviously got all these tree protesters come down and climbing up in the trees and trying to stop them from doing it. And I'm cameraman, so I was filming them.
Yeah.
But it was kind of strange because they were cutting down these trees that I'd grown up with, and I had names for them. In fact, the last tree that they cut down was one particular tree that me and my best friend, we used to every day we used to do a paper round together, and we would with the money we got from the paper round, we'd buy loads of sweets from the post office, and we'd climb up this tree, and we'd spend about an hour in there just kind of lounging,
scoffing sweets
up in the canopy, scoffing sweets, yeah, and we just chat away, and that was the last kind of stronghold, if you like. After they went through 3 Mile Coppice, which was the big woodland.
Yeah.
The tree protesters kind of moved to this last tree, which is the one me and my friend used to go up every day.
Yeah.
And they sort of camped up in it and things like that. It was actually really sad the way it ended, because it was around this time of the year, and most of the tree protesters went home because it was Christmas. There was only just a couple of hardcore guys. There was a guy called Eddie, who was like an older guy who was just like, he was just in barefoot in December, just like, and he was the last person there, and I used to go and visit him, and then one day he wasn't there, and the next day the tree was gone.
So they knew.
They were watching.
Just like Sheffield, they cut some down the other week when the protesters were at a meeting.
Well, this is it. Eddie, I remember saying to Eddie that the day before he left, he was talking about going home, and the security people had befriended him, and sort of they were like, yeah, it's all right, mate, we're not, no one's here, it's Christmas.
Oh yeah.
So Eddie believed
Jesus.
him, and he went away the next day to go and be with some friends, because it's Christmas time, and he'd been there for a couple of weeks on his own. He was very lonely, being out in the middle of nowhere on your own at Christmas. So he took the chance, and I came the very next day. The tree was gone, everything was gone.